Hey, what's up, guys? This is Christopher Stolle of Realm of the Mist Entertainment and Sounds Dicey Gaming. The show you're about to listen to, Little Crits with Ray Rumsey DMing, is a children's D&D adventure. Now, the reason I felt that we needed to do a disclaimer is the fact that this will be considered starring children under the age of 18. So, guys, listener discretion is advised. It will be a family-oriented, family-friendly show, but there are children and youngins involved. So, please, in your comment sections down below, please take into consideration that these are younger, new players to the tabletop gaming genre, that we wanted to give an opportunity to play the game and be a part of the show and the experience. And also hopefully be inspiring to other younger players to want to pick up the hobby as themselves. But guys, please, keep it civil. These are children. Other than that, we do apologize for any sound variants or unexpected things to happen within the show. We are working with people under the age of 18 years of age, so may not be as professional as some of our other shows. I do apologize in advance. But otherwise, please, kick back, relax, listen, and enjoy this episode of Little Crits.
And join the Little Crits as they explore a world filled with magic, swordplay, and monsters. Together, you will go on great and grand adventures, challenging all that you know and suspending all belief. Join us for our little half-hour tales as the kids venture forth through mountains, rivers, plains, and deal with the likes of elves, dwarves, and halflings. Together, you will forge a new world of creativity and fun here on Little Crits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Little Crits. We're changing things up a little bit this time around as we have 2 new members joining the fray. 2 of them have taken a little bit of a hiatus. They are off doing, who knows what, who knows where. But they're being temporarily replaced until probably next episode by our 2 new guests who are playing some interesting characters. Now, before we get into this, I just want to let everybody know that we have transitioned back from 5th to Amazing Tales by Martin Lloyd. It's a much more simplified system, and it works better for imagination purposes, and I think this will be good for the kids. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into this. Today, we are joined by newcomer Angel Rose. How are you today?
Good.
And I don't know if their characters are necessarily related, but her brother, Winter.
Hey.
And then joining us from last time, but not playing Monica, she's actually playing a new character this time, Lorna.
Hi.
All right. And with our 3 adventurers all set and ready to go, we're going to go ahead and jump right into things. So this is all imagination. There's no board game. There's no tiles or miniatures this time. This is all in your imagination. So I hope all of you are ready, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. All 3 of you are very brave and experienced adventurers. You've done a few things here and there, from saving cats for old ladies and climbing trees to chop down bird nests that were infesting farmers' trees and things like that. You've done a few things here and there. Just recently, all 3 of you received letters from the king of the Kanoko Kingdom. His name is King Momo. And he's been having a terrible, terrible time with a green dragon that's been invading his kingdom and just kind of causing trouble. The dragon really wasn't doing too terribly much except kind of terrorizing the people until recently. That dastardly evil green dragon kidnapped Princess Momo and carried her away to his hidden keep. Now, The king's scouts followed the dragon for as far as they could, so he was able to provide you with a map. And that's where we're going to start our adventure today, since we're getting things started a little bit late. The three of you have all, under request of the king, followed the scouts' orders, and you have come to an area in the forest. There's a large river in front of you that is blocking the entrance to the dragon's keep. The river is about 30 feet wide. There's lots of trees around you and rocks and things like that. So how would you propose that you would get across this river?
Building.
Okay, we're going to build something. What are we going to build?
A bridge.
Aha! Building a bridge. Now, does anyone have the skill building?
Yes. Winter.
Okay.
Winter and Angel.
Winter and Angel have building. Now, do you guys know how to build bridges, or do you know how to build something else?
We build so Angel builds houses and Winter builds tree houses.
Okay. Well, you do know the basics of building things, but you don't really know how to build a bridge. Now, does anybody have the skill called knowing thing?
I do.
Okay, so Lorna does. All right, so here's what we're going to do, everybody. You ready for your first dice roll?
Yep.
All right, so for your whatever your building is, did you guys write your characters on the character sheets that I sent?
No.
No? Okay, so you just have them written, your 4 things written down?
Yeah.
The 4 things you're good at? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this real quick because it's super simple. You have 4 things that you're good at written down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to pick whatever one of those 4 things you're really, really good at.
Fighting.
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 Okay, so everybody picked fighting that you're really good at. So next to fighting, do you guys have pencils or pens to write with?
Give me a second. I'll have them ready. Go ahead and continue what you're doing.
Okay.
Get it together.
No problem. So that thing that you're really, really good at, you're going to write D, like the letter D, 12 next to whenever you get your writing utensil. Then I need you, of the 3 remaining things, to pick the next thing that you're really good at.
1 second here. All right, so the first thing was fighting.
Yep, everybody picked fighting was their number 1, so that's a D12. And then of the 3 remaining, you guys need to pick the next one that you're really good at, and that one's going to be a D10.
Building. Healing.
All right.
Healing.
Angel says healing.
Okay.
Building.
Say it loud enough so we can hear you.
Building.
Okay, Winters is building.
And then mine is magic.
Okay. Now, of the remaining 2, the next best thing that you're good at gets a D8.
Bow.
Okay, that's a good one.
Bow.
Mine's
All right, and then the last thing that's still unaccounted for is going to get a D6.
What was my last one again? My sword. Sword.
Okay. So now that you have all of that picked, we are going to, both of you are going to roll whatever die you have for building. And as long as you get a 3 or higher, then we can continue this on. Now, Lorna knows knowing things, so she's going to roll to try and help you all to build the bridge and kind of guide you how to do it. So everybody go ahead and roll your die.
Tell them your number.
Yep.
It's a 1.
1. 5.
1, 5, and
7.
Lorna got a 7. So to do average, between the three of you, you have gotten a high enough number to succeed, and you have built a bridge out of rocks and whatever tree branches and things are nearby, and you're able to cross over the river pretty easily. Now that you are on the other side, you consult your map and you see that the entrance to the Dragon's Keep should be right here on the map, but unfortunately, all you see is a pile of rocks.
Wait a minute. I have one ability. Mining ability.
Mining ability. Okay, go ahead and roll your mining.
1.
What was it?
A 1.
A 1. Okay, so you're trying to mine, but it's just not working. There's too many rocks and they're too heavy, so it's just not coming together. Do either of you other two have a way to help him?
I could use my magic.
Your fire darkness magic? What would you do?
I light them on fire so then they can turn to dust.
They're unfortunately rocks. They don't they don't turn to dust from fire. Angel Rose, do you have anything that you could do?
Lift and throw.
Lift and throw?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that would be along the lines of fighting. So go ahead and roll your fighting, the D12.
I got a 2.
A 2. So you're trying to do it, and these rocks are just too big and heavy. You can't seem to lift them. Everybody's just struggling here. What about you, Lorna? What do you got?
I could probably talk to an animal, like a bear, to see if he can move it.
All right, I'm going to roll a die here. There happens to be a bear roaming nearby, so roll your D6 to see if you can talk to the bear.
3.
There you go. Barely done, but no pun intended. So Lorna runs over and talks to this lazy, kind of lumbering brown bear that happens to be wandering by. And the two of them are sitting there growling at each other back and forth in bear speak. And suddenly the bear starts walking over and proceeds to help you all move the stones. And between the three of you, you uncover what appears to be a green sewer pipe sticking up out of the ground. What do you do now?
Go in it.
Go in it.
Yeah, Lorna jumps in. Winter's going right behind her.
I guess I'll go.
That's fair. The three of you climb down the sewer and find yourselves in a large stone, like castle basement almost. It's very, very warm down here. You don't really know why from where you're standing, but down the hall you can see some light shining.
Go to the light.
All right, Lorna's leading the charge and she's heading towards the light. What is Winter and Angel doing?
Walking to the light.
All right. The three of you proceed down this 10, 20-foot hallway. And when you come out, you're on a platform. And you can see below you, there's a river of lava. And from the lava, sometimes, every now and again, a fireball shoots up out of it and then goes back down into the lava. It happens every 3 or 4 seconds or so. A fireball shoots up out and then goes back down in. Across the lava river, you can see that there is a single solitary 10-foot platform that kind of sticks up out. And then there's another river of lava, but beyond that river is another platform with a hallway leading further into the Dragon's Keep. So you know that you're going to have to jump to the platform in the middle, dodging the fireballs, and then jump across the other river of lava to get to the other platform.
I'll just go ahead and do it. Just try to dodge the fire.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so everybody's going to jump, and you're going to try and dodge fireballs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So since nobody really has any kind of jumping or anything like that, I'm going to say let's do a D6. So roll your D6 and try to get above a 2. You need a 3 or higher. Oh, no.
2.
I got a 1.
Both of you rolled 2s?
Yeah.
Oh, no. And Lorna rolled a 1. All three of you try to jump across, and the fireballs shoot up out of the lava and hit all of you, sending you flying back to where you came from. Your clothes are singed and smoking, and a little bit of fire on them.
Pat out the fire so you don't light on fire.
Lorna's patting herself out. What are you two doing?
Stop, dropping, and rolling to get the fire.
Smart. Very smart.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, 2 of them are putting themselves out. You're just kind of standing there watching them as the fire sets your cloak on fire, and you can smell the burning of the cloth.
Wait, what about healing?
You can do healing if you want to try and heal everybody up and make the burns go
I
away.
got the power of healing.
Okay, go ahead and roll your healing.
Oh god. Which one's a D10 already? I don't have a D10, do I?
No D8s.
Oh, hold up. I got a 12.
Oh, healing's your D12?
D10. Brandon, really? That's not 10. She can't find a D10.
Uh-oh. Can she use yours for a minute?
One second.
That's okay.
I got a feeling. I don't think I've got a D10. I found one that goes up to 8.
Yep, that would be a D8. The one that's a D10 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0.
Oh, got it. Wait.
Okay,
Yep, I found it.
perfect.
I roll a 3.
A 3, that's just barely good enough, though. You wave your hands around and your healing magic starts to work, and everybody's burns go away. And their clothes are still a little bit singed and smoky, but you've put out the fires and made everybody feel better. So all of you can try to jump again. And this time, everybody roll your D6. But since you know that these fireballs come out now, You only need if you roll a 1, you do not succeed. Anything else, you succeed.
Okay.
4.
All right. Lorna
2.
makes it to the middle.
5. I got 2.
All right. Everybody makes it to the middle platform. Some people more just barely. But you're all standing on the middle platform. You've made it this far. You can see the next platform has the hallway that stretches on. You can't really see what's down the end of it, but you can hear a grumbling, just a snarly sound coming from down that hallway. You guess that is where the dragon is hiding. So everybody go ahead and roll your D6 again with the same thing. 2 or higher, you succeed.
5.
4. 3.
Okay. All right. Everybody makes it across. You've all succeeded in jumping the lava and dodging fire. Now you're standing at the end of this hallway, and you can hear this kind of noise from farther down in.
I would go to it, but I would just be sneaky about it.
Okay.
You can go to it as well.
Okay. All right. Everybody's being sneaky and creeping down the hallway. Let's roll a D6, and you need to get a 3 or better.
I got a 1.
A 5. 3.
Okay. Angel and Winter are sneaking very well. You notice that as Lorna is sneaking along, she's doing all right, but then about halfway down the hallway, out of nowhere, from under her long robes, you hear, "Matt."
It's Murph the goat.
It's Murph the goat. What's Murph the goat?
He's my pet.
He's your pet?
Yeah. Oh
A
no.
goat. A sheep.
I've been shh, Murph the goat, to be quiet.
So Lorna starts patting her robe, saying, "Murph, be quiet. Shh, be quiet." And the goat noise stops. But unfortunately, the dragon has already heard, and a fireball comes shooting down the hallway. Everybody jump out of the way. 10.
4.
Which die?
A D10.
8.
All of you narrowly dodge to the walls of the hallway as this massive fireball comes shooting down. And you hear the dragon call from the end of the hallway, "You dare come and try to take the princess from me? Well, come on then. Come get her."
I would do my talking to animals and be like, whoa, 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 it's just a misunderstanding. It was just Murph the goat. So don't be upset.
I'll be fighting.
Okay. So Winter's going to be ready to fight.
I guess I'm fighting too.
All right. Angel and Winter are ready to fight. Lorna tries to say her part first, trying to do a little diplomacy. Unfortunately, she gets a 2. "I don't want to hear your words, little elf. Your goat will be a delicious snack. Come down here and face me."
Okay, I'll use my fighting die.
All right. So the 3 of you run down the hall, and here's what you see. You come into a very large room. There is a huge, 40 to 50 foot wide river of lava that stretches between you and the dragon, who's on a platform on the other side. Connecting the 2 platforms is what looks like a metal drawbridge. On the far side next to the dragon, there's a lever that kind of looks like an axe, but it's just one of those crank style levers. The dragon is protecting it very fiercely, standing on the other side of the bridge. When you come into the hallway, he kind of flaps his wings to propel himself up, but it looks like he's not very good at flying, and he kind of So he flaps up, shoots a fireball, and then drops back down to the platform. And unfortunately, the fireball goes over all of your head. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. Now, initiative, we're going to roll the D12, and whatever number you get is how fast you get to go during the combat. The dragon is on a 1.
10.
3.
Okay. So Lorna goes first with her 10, and then next is going to be Winter, and then Angel, and then the dragon. That's the order this is going to go. So while Lorna tells us what she's doing, I want you two to kind of start to think about what you're going to do. That way, when it's your turn, you can say it, okay? So Lorna, what are you doing?
I want to use my darkness magic, so then I could use it to like blind out the dragon, and so then we can grab the princess, flip the lever thing, and then just run away.
All right, that seems like a pretty good plan. Go ahead and roll your D10 for your darkness magic.
7.
All right. So with a 7, Lorna waves her hands and starts chanting this weird kind of arcanic magic. Her eyes turn purple and her hands turn black. And suddenly, across the dragon's eyes, looks like one of those masks that you would wear to go to sleep, but it's made out of pure darkness. And the dragon starts kind of looking around. Hey, no fair, where'd you guys go? Winter, what are you doing? It's your turn now.
Bow.
All right, you draw your bow. Are you going to try and... You just shooting at him in general, or are you aiming for something?
Aiming for the axe.
Oh, you're... Okay. All right, that's a good one. So roll your... Well, what was your fighting die? D12?
8.
D8? Okay, yeah, with your bow.
D12.
Okay, roll your D12.
Oh no, I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Soccer ball.
This one? 5.
5. You fire your bow, and it makes that noise as it sails through the air and hits the lever. It moves the lever about halfway, and you can hear an audible, like a noise come from the bridge. It sounds like the bridge is trying to retract. You hear chunk, 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 chunk. Moving to Angel, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Sword.
Okay, you're charging at the dragon with your sword drawn. Are you going for the lever, or are you attacking the dragon?
I'm gonna attack the dragon.
Okay, perfect. So whatever dice you have for your sword, go ahead and roll that.
Is your sword 8?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a 10. 8 is this one.
I used to fight it. 4.
4, you slice across towards the dragon, and you break off a few of the scales of the dragon's belly, and he kind of, oh, that was not nice. I can't see. How can I fight if I can't see? And he takes some little bit of damage as he kind of accidentally walks past you and out onto the bridge. Now, he's completely disoriented and doesn't know where anybody is, so he shoots his fireball, and it kind of sails off towards the lava without any real target or direction, because he can't see where you guys are. Now that he used his turn, it goes back to Lorna's turn, and the darkness fades away from his eyes. And now I can see you to make you pay, magical creature. I'm sure you'll be delicious with some onions.
What I would do is I would do another talking to animals to be like, we did what we could do, and that's what I can. That's what you get for stealing the princess.
Well, you can just say that, and then what are you going to do?
And then I use my knowing things to see what dragons dislike and then use it against them.
Okay. Roll your D8.
That's
Oh, yeah. So you know that dragons have really hard scales, and it makes it very hard to do damage to them. But if you manage to break away their scales, it exposes their softness underneath. And if you go for that softness, you can deal damage to them. You also know that green dragons, they like to use lava as a defense, like a moat or spikes, but this is their style of defense. But the thing about it that makes it kind of silly is that they're very, very susceptible to fire and lava.
so they don't like it.
Right. They take more damage from it. They're vulnerable.
So I could use my fire.
You could use fire. Yep.
And then, like, once I get rid of the scales for the soft part, I'll use the fire magic and then deal damage to it.
Yep. But you've already done 2 things on your turn, so we're going to move on to Winter. Lorna, when you figured all that out, did you tell everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So Winter and Angel, you both now know that if you shoot for the spot where Angel knocked off some of his scales, it will deal more damage to him. So Winter, what are you doing?
The bow and shoot at the part where Angel took some of his scales off.
Okay. You're not going to shoot for the lever again?
No.
Okay. All right. So roll your bow die.
8.
8. That's a direct hit. Your arrow shoots into the dragon.
I said that my dice is an 8. I did not roll yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so roll your D8 then.
Got it. 8.
There you go. So your arrow sinks into the dragon's stomach where the scales were split off, and he, "Ow! Why? I'll make you pay for that, Winter." And then, so he takes a whole bunch of damage, and now it's Angel's turn.
I would do the bow as well
Okay.
and shoot for the lever.
Well, you're actually standing on the other side. You're right next to the lever now. So if you wanted to just push the lever, you could.
Just push it then.
All right. You push the lever all the way, and you all hear the bridge go, and it completely closes up underneath the dragon, who kind of looks down and looks up at all of you. "Oh no!" And he starts kicking his feet like he's trying to run, and he's flapping his wings, but it's no use. He falls into the lava and then kind of sinks down, and he sticks up his arm, and he's, "Oh, lava, my weakness." And he goes underneath, and he is completely destroyed. From farther on, the side that Angel is standing on, you see a row of the jail cell doors, and you can hear a voice kind of singing faintly coming from farther in.
Move. Go on to where where the singing is coming from.
Are you going to switch the lever so that the bridge comes back out for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw the switch, the bridge comes back out, and now Winter and Lorna are able to cross over, and all 3 of you are hearing the singing.
Just follow where it's coming from.
Yeah. Follow it.
All right. You come into the little area where just beautiful angelic singing, and I'm not going to do it because I don't sing beautifully or angelic. But it's just like the most beautiful song you've ever heard in your life. And when you're up at it's one of those solid doors and you can't really see inside. So you're going to have to open the door somehow.
Fighting. Like, punch the door.
Sword to slice the door. Actually, by mining to mine the door to break.
Okay. So, Lorna, roll your D12. Winter, roll your mining die. I forget. And Angel, what are you doing?
I'm going for the 6 dice.
Okay. All right, everybody roll and let's see what you get. 2, 5.
Guess I'll do. Hold on.
6.
2, 5, and 6. Between the three of you, you managed to break the door open. Wood splinters shoots everywhere, and you see a short, tiny little, like 2.5, maybe 3 foot tall person standing in the room who spins around, completely shocked. His eyes are huge. Oh, thank you for freeing me. Unfortunately, adventurers, the princess is in another castle.
Oh my goodness. Ask her what a princess is. Like in which castle?
I don't know, just another castle.
I guess we will continue on.
All of that worked for nothing.
To the next castle.
All right, continue. That's one vote for continue to the next castle.
I'll continue.
Continue.
All right, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful session. Did anybody figure out what this was?
Come on, Brandon. I know you know what this was. What was the game based on?
Mario. Good job. We have figured it out. You guys just played D&D Mario.
I barely play it, so yeah, I didn't know.
Well, I just want to say you all did absolutely very much for this episode. I had a really good time. How about you guys?
Mm-hmm. I had a good time.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great. So then we're going to close up shop for right now. And then next episode, probably, next time we can do this, we'll continue on and you'll be able to continue your quest.
I'll definitely do this again.
Me too.
Same.
Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and listening to Little Crits. We've had a blast here. We hope you've had a blast listening to us. Let us know in the comments or anywhere that you can contact us to let us know if you figured out what it was before we did. Thank you very much and have a wonderful night.
From celebrity interviews to Star Wars, to things that shouldn't be said but had to be said, to conspiracy theories, or maybe just a night of playing Dungeons and Dragons. Whatever the podcast you're looking for could be found here at Realm of the Mist Entertainment. Make sure you check out all of our shows because there's something for everybody there.